Did the new KFC advert cross the line? So in this video, we're going to be discussing the new KFC advert that has caused a lot of buzz because it's so weird. It looks crazy. It has stirred accusations of cannibalism, which is so crazy. So let's get into it. So let me give you a run through or a rundown of the advert. So it starts with a man in the wood who is in the wood alone. Okay, it starts with a man in the wood and he is staring. They're staring each other with a chicken. It starts with a man and a chicken, and they're staring at each other, like they're staring at each other. And then a lady comes out of nowhere. A woman comes out of nowhere, and immediately after a woman comes out, other people start coming out from every corner of the woods, of the forest or the woods, others from top of the tree, and others from every corner of the woods. So immediately these people start surrounding the lady and the man, and when they surround the lady and the man starts levitating. So after they levitate, they go back down, and the woman starts leading the man towards the river of gravy, not river full of water, river of gravy. The famous KFC gravy. So as the woman is leading the man towards the river, the other people start carrying. So the next scene after the woman starts leading the man to the river is the other people carrying a big golden egg, and it's so big, and it doesn't look like a chicken egg, it looks like a reptilian egg, bro. It's crazy. So the woman leads the man to the river, and once they get to the river, the lady carries the man, and when the lady carries the man towards the river full of the gravy, and when she reaches around the middle of the river full of gravy, she dips the man inside the gravy, and when she dips the man comes out as a chicken tender, bro. The girl dips the man in the gravy, and the man comes out as a chicken tender, and this specific scene is what has brought the uproar, bro. This specific scene is what has got people talking, bro, because this clearly shows that we are eating people. This clearly shows that KFC is making meat out of human beings, like from that advert, and it is so crazy, and people are really not having it because, bro, bro, like, you can't be selling us human meat, bro. You cannot be selling us human meat. And I feel like they went too far. There were so many things they could have used, but they used that person. I feel like that's going too far. And then I found out that in 1991, KFC changed their name from Kentucky Fried Chicken to KFC. Guess why they changed their name? Of course, it doesn't show on Google, but allegedly, they changed their name because they were no longer using chicken. They couldn't use chicken because they were no longer selling chicken to people. So what were they selling? And to me, this advert just shows what the hell they were doing. It shows what they do. It shows why they changed the name from Kentucky Fried Chicken to KFC. And it's so crazy because people don't believe these conspiracy theories. If the advert was never made and people said that KFC was selling human meat, people will never believe. People never believe conspiracy theories. But bro, if something is being talked about, just know that maybe it has ever happened. If something is being talked about, just know, if even, hey, these conspiracy theories, bro, don't just take it lightly. Don't just take it lightly. If something is being talked about, just know that it happens. It has already happened. It happens, or it will happen, bro. Because yeah, and many people can't believe that KFC did such an advert. Like, people are not okay with the fact that they used a man and they dipped them, and they could have used so many things. They could have used a chicken. Why not use a chicken, or any other bird? Why use a human being? And to me it's like it's called karmic regression, like where they have to tell us what they are doing so that they can afford their karmic debt, you know, like it's like they're showing us what they do behind their closed doors so that they can afford their karmic debt, and so they can say we showed you, you guys know what you were doing but you didn't do anything, you know. Even in movies, that's what they do. That's why I tell you guys to watch movies as documentaries, because they show us what they do behind the scenes. It's karmic regression. I hope I'm saying it right. So that they can afford their karmic debt, they show us everything they do behind closed doors, you know. And if you're smart, you'll see. If you're not smart, of course, or if you have not opened your third eye, of course you won't understand what's going on. So that was so crazy. And I have had stories of these fast foods using human meat, and as you guys have heard, like there are tunnels which lead to, you know, schools, malls, and many things. And sometimes people disappear and you wonder how they disappeared and they're never seen again, you know, and no traces of them. I feel like those tunnels are crazy, and it makes it enables this, you know, behavior to continue. It allows them to do their dirty work without, you know, being seen by the people, you know. So yeah, I feel like the advert was uncalled for. It was uncalled for, and it's scary. And I don't think I'll ever see KFC the same, honestly. And I just did a video, a mukbang video. Hey, a KFC mukbang video, bro. And I just feel like it was out of pocket. It's unsettling. It's crazy. And this is not the first KFC advert that looks weird and crazy. But yeah, guys, I think it is promoting cannibalism. I'm not even going to lie, it is promoting cannibalism, which is crazy. Like, how can they just do an ad? What do they take us for? Like, how can they just do that, like, and not be scared of the consequences, bro? But as I told you, that's karmic regression, like telling us and showing us what they do so that they can, like, you know, minimize their karmic debt. I don't know why they do that, but yeah, they do it in the movie. So yeah, I think it was promoting cannibalism, and I'll never see KFC the same again, bro. It's crazy. Like, it's crazy. Of all the things that you could have used, you chose to use a human being, bro. You chose to use a human being. Why not use a chicken or whatever, something else, like, but not a human being, you know? Like, yeah. So, and then the controversy of, like, the way there was a controversial story going around that there, you know, there are tunnels, underground tunnels in KFC which goes through schools and Starbucks and other places, like other, like, important places, like fast food restaurants. The tunnels go to fast food restaurants, to schools, parks, not parks, like schools, in the malls. So yeah, this advert explains a lot, bro. It explains a lot. And yeah, so it's crazy. It's so crazy. Like, it's crazy. And this is not the first weird KFC advert. They always make weird adverts, bro, insinuating cannibalism. And bro, so yeah, it is promoting cannibalism, and they went too far. Yeah, they need to say something, bro. They need to say something, and we need to be seeing behind the scenes. I feel like now kitchens should be open in the restaurants. We need to see what they're cooking, bro, because I feel like it's not only KFC. I feel like it's a lot of restaurants doing this, but they have not come out yet, you know. And it's so crazy and scary. Like, bro, are we even safe? So yeah, like, it's crazy, and I think we should be careful. I don't know, I think I'm going to be boycotting KFC from now. I don't think I'll ever eat KFC anymore. And actually, I don't like KFC. I'm not a KFC fan, but I had to buy KFC the other day to do a mukbang video. But bro, I think I'm gonna be boycotting KFC from now on. I'm not gonna be having no KFC. And if I see someone eating KFC, I have to tell them about the advert. I have to give them a disclaimer, bro. You might be eating human meat. But I'm seeing many people on the internet, they don't really care, they're just eating their chicken, they don't care about the advert, and some people are swearing that they'll never ever have KFC again. Some people are saying that they gave their cat KFC and the cat didn't eat, and people are talking, there are mixed reactions, but most people are shocked and disappointed and disgusted, but some other people are not phased, bro. So yeah, I think that was uncalled for. They went too far and it's crazy, and if they are using human meat, they should be boycotted. And can you imagine the advertising whatever organization says that KFC has not what is it, has not broken any advertising laws? Can you imagine the advertisement committee, whatever service, says that they have not violated any um laws, any advertising laws? So it's crazy. So yeah, it's so crazy. So yeah, comment below what you think about this advert. Tell me if you're ever gonna have KFC ever in your life. Because as for me, I don't think so, bro. I don't think so. So yeah. And to me, the most suspicious meat is the chicken tenders. Like this meat that doesn't have like the bones, that's the most suspicious. And yeah, I remember I had a friend who used to be so scared of buying meat in the supermarket or buying meat that doesn't have bones, because you don't know where it's from. And yeah, actually, after this KFC advert, people are even telling each other not to buy meat from like butcheries, like buy not from butcheries, from the supermarkets, like buy your meat from the butcheries, because the supermarkets are also into this shady business, I think so. So allegedly, well, allegedly. So yeah, I guess that's all for today's video. Tell me if you're gonna be eating KFC again. Tell me what you think about the advert. And yeah, I guess that's all for today's video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, I think that's all for today's video. Bye.